सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। We are on chapter 9 and we'll be doing verse 16 today. So last week we did verse 15 and we took a long time, 1.5 hours. We couldn't do the Upanishad. And it was about Jnana Yagna. And we saw the real meaning of Jnana Yagna and how to see Bhagwan in everything and all that. And that's the true Jnana Yagna when we start seeing. So that's what we saw. So this one, continuation. The next three, he's telling little more, giving us tips how to see Bhagwan everywhere and what does it mean, you know. So with that in mind, here is the verse. Aham karturaham yajnah swadhaham hamaushadham mantro hamahame vajyam aham agniraham hutam. So many times there is aham in there. So aham is I, krutu is sacrifice. So we will see that what krutu is actually, it's a Vedic term. Aham is again I. Yagya, everybody knows now what yagya is, you know, when we do the fire sacrifice. Swadha, in India we do this offering to the ancestors in all different ways. So the offering to the pitras or ancestors is called swadha. And aham is again I. Aham again means this word is there a lot because Bhagwan is saying main ye bhi hu, wo bhi hu, like that. Aushadham, and now we know because we are doing the Taittiriya Upanishad. Aushadham is all these vanaspatis which जैसे जो food होता है हमारा consume जो करते हैं हम, consumable things for us, औषधि. But here it's, you know, ये जो यज्ञ में डालते हैं उसके लिए भी कहा गया ये herbs and plants. Mantraha, we all know what mantra is, coming from Vedas, all the hymns. Aham is again I, aham is again I. Eva also. Ajyam. Ajyam is ghee. For all Indians, we don't know, nobody has to tell us what ghee is. We know, you know. I think these guys call it something different names. Yahan likha clarified butter. And sometimes these Americans will say, do you eat ghee? So I say, what is ghee? Wo ghee ko ghee. So, but they are getting the hang of it. Aham is I. Agni, the fire. Aham is I. Hutam is offering. So, and what is Bhagwan saying over here? And we had a very similar verse is Brahma Arpanam Brahma Havihi, which is verse 24 in chapter 4. Very much similar. You know? So here he's saying that everything is me only, and he's just kind of giving an idea. I am alone is everywhere. But sometimes, you know, like I said, that when we just say, oh, where is Bhagwan? Bhagwan is everywhere. We don't know exactly what he means. So he's just giving us different angles. So it soaks into us. That's how I look at it. You know, when more we hear about it, then we will be seeing Bhagwan in everything. Because now that we did the verse 24 in chapter 4, anytime there is some kind of yagna, we have to remember that verse. You know, that, hey, yagna mein sab kuch Bhagwan ka hi hai. And then when we eat also, because that has something to do with food, fire in our stomach also. So now here he says, I'm Kritu. There are three things he said, Kritu, Yagna and Swadha. So the Kritu words come from the Vedas, and it is all the rituals ko Kritu kaha gaya. And the word comes from karma. Karma se Kritu aaya hai, means kuch karna. You know, and then in Vedas, they have 80% of it is karma kand, they call it. You know, all the different yagna, yagas, rituals ko तो उसको सबको कृतु बोला गया है. So we just short, we can say that Vedic rituals. And then yagya word, it seems, has come from the word, not word, from smriti. There is a shruti and there is a smriti. There are different classification of all the scriptures. So smriti में ये word yagya use किया गया है. So it's a kind of a similar thing, but he's trying to cover all bases. कि भाई तुम वेदों से कृतु ले लो, तुम स्मृति से यज्ञ ले लो. And then the third thing people do is they do offering to the pitrus, the ancestors. So जो भी offering देते हैं उसको भी यहाँ पर include किया गया. All three things he said, I am. And जब वो यज्ञ बोला ना कि यज्ञ करने में, तो वो एक, we have one particular way we do it, yajna, right? There's a fire, then there's some mantras, and then we put some samagri in it, and we say, स्वाहा करके कुछ मंत्र बोल के डालेंगे and all that. पर जो यज्ञ कुंड को कैसे बनाना, और हर एक क्या बोलना चाहिए, यज्ञ का अलग अलग विधि होती है, which हम लोग को नहीं मालूम है, लेकिन जो पंडितों को या मे बी some advanced souls who have studied the Vedas and all, they will know. तो उसका पहले पर्पस मालूम होना चाहिए कि राइट क्यों कर रहे हैं यज्ञ. फिर उस पर्पस के हिसाब से वो कैसी ब्रिक होनी चाहिए, कैसी फॉर्मेशन होनी चाहिए, ऑल द टेक्निकल डिटेल्स, उसमें क्या सामग्री जाएगी. बिकॉज जब आई रिमेंबर कि मेरे को भी कुछ ज़्यादा मालूम नहीं है. एक बार कुछ नवग्रह का मैंने कुछ किया था, somebody suggested you do this नवग्रह, तो उसमें वो 9 different colors of grains डाले थे उन्होंने to appease these grahas. So शनि के लिए वो काली दाल because supposed to be, पता नहीं क्या ऐसे सब होता है. तो सामग्री, all those things are part of this yagna only. So he's saying that कोई भी तुम कृतु करो, कोई भी यज्ञ करो, किसी भी टाइप का स्वधा करो, मीन्स वो हर एक का सब कुछ मैं ही हूँ. Because you could be using all different things, that doesn't matter. And that you can include other kind of worships also. पूजा में भी पता नहीं क्या क्या वो लोग फूल चढ़ाओ, ये चढ़ाओ, और अलग अलग भगवान की अलग अलग टाइप की पूजा करते हैं, राइट. शिव जी की करेंगे तो वो 3 पत्ते वाला वो चढ़ाएंगे, एंड कृष्ण की करेंगे तो तुलसी, एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स, whichever way you want to look at it. These are just broad classification they did. Idea is whatever you offer, wherever, whichever deity, everything behind that is me only. तो इनडायरेक्टली तो मुझे ही कर रहे हो, ऐसे भी सोच सकते हैं हम लोग. So and then mantra, he was just saying, Nikhilanand ji sometimes goes in a little more detail, which is kind of interesting for us just to know, because they had maybe mantra bhi मैं ही हूँ. So mantra basically coming from the Vedas and all that, but उसका जो Sanskrit meaning है ना, he said manana trayate, means उसका मतलब है which protects us. How does it protect us? ऐसे ही नहीं कि वे मंत्र के साउंड भी बहुत साइंटिफिक होते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स, मगर if we contemplate upon it, hey, what are these mantras saying, and then follow that will protect us. It's as simple as that, because these are all wisdom coming from the higher self, so that's how we have to look at it. And then so basically the guide and protects us. And then he said he didn't stop over there. Even though he said all the samagri is me, he's saying घी भी मैं ही हूँ. Because घी, हर एक यज्ञ में घी तो डलता ही है, तो उसको फायर को बढ़ाने के लिए. और घी का दूसरा भी बहुत सिग्निफिकेंस होता है कि it is almost like a essence of the milk is ghee, right? So it's like there's so many symbolism about putting the ghee. It's like I'm giving all my desires. Because हमारे जो माइंड का सारा एसेंस हमारी डिजायर्स ही होती है, वो आई एम बर्निंग इट ओवर देयर. ऐसे ऐसे करके देयर आर सो मेनी सिंबलिज्म इज देयर. एंड देन ही सेड अग्नि इज मी ओनली. दैट वी ऑलरेडी नो थ्रू द तैत्तरीय उपनिषद ऑल्सो एंड अदर प्लेसेस, दैट हाउ द एलिमेंट्स हैव कम. सो अग्नि रिप्रेजेंट, एंड अग्नि का इतना सिग्निफिकेंस इसलिए है बिकॉज जो सीक्वेंस है ना एलिमेंट्स का, वो है आकाश, वायु, then comes Agni, then comes water, and then comes earth. So first 2 elements you can't see. Akash, you can't grasp, you can't see, we know it's there, but the blue color that we say, it's not really blue. So we know. And then even Vayu is transparent. But Agni is the first element which you can see. That's why it is a better representation of that Brahman, because we can see it. So that's why Agni is me. And Ahuti, these, the word Ahuti ka kaun sa word tha? Hutam. Hutam is that offering. So offering, as I said, can be so many different things. He's saying Ahuti bhi main hu. So God, kya bol rahe Bhagwan? God is everywhere in everything. So Nikhilanand ji was very funny. He said that, India mein, he was talking about Goa में जब वो लोग करते हैं ना ये गणपति का festival. Actually, it's a Maharashtrian festival, right? Where they bring Ganpati, Ganesh ji for 10 days or something. मूर्ति लेके आएंगे, फिर घर में रखते हैं. We are from, whoever is from Mumbai have seen it all, So Maharashtrian people and these Goa people love fish. Because बाकी कुछ खाए नहीं खाए, जो कोस्टल लोग हैं ना, फिश खाते हैं. पर जब गणेश जी को लाएंगे तो फिश नहीं खाएंगे. बिकॉज इट्स लाइक सात्विक रखना है हमें. तो फिर वो 10 दिन तक बोलते कि फिश नहीं लाएंगे. लेकिन जब वो 10 दिन खत्म होने वाले होते हैं ना, तो फिश बाहर ला के रख देंगे. जैसे ही गणेश जी बाहर गए, फिश अंदर. So as though गणेश जी को मालूम नहीं है तुम क्या कर रहे हो. He was just joking, but he was just saying कि you cannot say कि मुझे आज ये करना है, कल नहीं करना है, because भगवान is everywhere. So it's like if you really want to do something, pretend करने की जरूरत नहीं है. या तो वैसे ही फिश खाओ या मत खाओ सारे टाइम. ये आधा चक्कर लगा दे thinking that भगवान is there somewhere and all that. So I thought that was very funny. So he's saying that what is the whole idea over here? That this verse, what is trying to tell us? That wherever I walk, I am walking in Tirth Kshetra only. Tirth Kshetra में हम लोग जाते हैं ना कि भाई तीर्थ स्थान. So he's saying, why not walk? Wherever you're walking is Tirth Kshetra, because भगवान का घर ही है. And whatever I'm saying is Bhagwan Stuti. So if we think like that, we won't be saying bad stuff to anybody anyway. Because whatever comes out of my mouth is for God only. And then whatever I'm doing action is Bhagwan's puja. That he says to Arjun in this chapter only, he's going to say, whatever you do, you offer it to me, that becomes a puja. And then we discussed that it was Shabri was like, जिसने झाड़ू लगाया वो उसकी पूजा बन गई. उसको कोई स्पेशल पूजा करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. वो रोज रामचंद्र जी का नाम लेके झाड़ू लगाती थी, वो उसकी पूजा बन गई. And उसको भगवान ने दर्शन दे दिया. So this is how it is that, this is the bhav of this and then he's saying if we make a life in such a way that whatever I'm saying is Bhagwan's stuti, wherever I'm walking, it is his Tirtha Kshetra, whatever I'm doing is his puja, then my whole life becomes a worship of Bhagwan. That's the whole idea that's very, very important to understand over here. So this is what he's telling you over here. And then the next verse, our teacher used to say, or, Chinmayanand used to say, कि जब ये उन्होंने बोला कृतु और यज्ञ और स्वधा, तो उसमें वो थोड़ा इम्पर्सनल हो जाता है सब कुछ, और उसमें ना वो लव का एलिमेंट नहीं रहता है. तो भगवान ने सोचा कि ये अर्जुन सोचेगा ये भगवान तो बड़े ड्राई से हैं. तो उसने फटाफट बोला मैं पिता भी हूँ, माता भी हूँ और ग्रैंडफादर, बिकॉज नाउ वी आर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स ओवर हियर, मोस्ट ऑफ अस वी नो. बोलते ना ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स का जो रिलेशनशिप है और भी प्यारा होता है, बिकॉज किड्स कैन टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स तो उनको डिसिप्लिन करते हैं, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से सब कुछ मिलता जाता है उनको. तो वही सेड कि मैं ये, बिकॉज ही वांटेड टू ब्रिंग दैट एलिमेंट ऑफ लव विच इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट. सो दैट्स गोना बी इन द नेक्स्ट वन, and I had shared this for the Father's Day, this verse, in the Upanishad class. So next verse is beautiful. Anyway, so this is a simple one. Any question, any comment? Anybody want to add anything?
As you said, Machi, I mean, every action then is his.
Yeah.
Any action you can take. It's not just the yajna, but any action.
Every action.
Basically.
Yeah.
So
in the later in this chapter, Arjun is still like we also do. So मैं कैसे करूँ आपकी पूजा? So then he said, okay, if you really want to offer me something, you can offer, a leaf or a flower. वो भी नहीं, पानी दे दो मुझे. और किसी ने बोला कि चलो पानी भी नहीं मिला तो 2 आंसू ही बहा दो, वही पानी दे दो, कोई some saint said, ऐसे
और
कि
जो मन से कर लो तो वो सबसे बड़ी
yes, and then he said, फिर बाद में उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि whatever you do you just offer to me, वो भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है कोई स्पेशल। पर हम लोग जो स्पेशल रिचुअल करेंगे ना, तो वो रिचुअल के आउटर शेल के पीछे इतना लोग पड़ जाते हैं कि भाव ही भूल जाते हैं, वो लड़ाई झगड़े शुरू कर देते एक दूसरे से, and get so caught up into it. I think he's just trying to tell us that bhav is the most important, and that's why we have all those stories कि रामचंद्र जी ने झूठे बेर खा लिए शबरी के। वैसे तो हम कभी नहीं देंगे भगवान को झूठा, राइट? बट वो कह रहे हैं कि अगर कोई भाव से देगा तो मैं झूठा भी खाने को तैयार हूँ, और अगर भाव से नहीं देगा तो तुम कितना भी स्पेंड कर लो, कुछ भी कर लो, सब बेकार है। So that's what I think the message is over here, which people kind of forget this message. We are not saying that don't do the shuddhi, we all do all of those things, but don't forget the bhav behind it, और वो that verse also जिसमें उन्होंने बोला है कि मुझे लीफ दे दो, फूल दे दो, ये दे दो, उसमें ऐड कर दिया उन्होंने with devotion and love, and with pure mind and devotion। तो ये नहीं कि एम ही फेंक दिया, ले लो, नहीं, कुछ नहीं होने वाला फिर, devotion and pure mind से दो। So those are the important thing. And our Chinmayanand ji said that it's something like, what can you give God anyway? You will say, oh, I want to give this, hey, he has given you everything, for God's sake. It's like a little boy, 2-year-old, daddy, I want to give you a gift on your birthday. Money is of dad only, right? But dad feels so happy. I'm going to make tea for you, or here is a tea, and things like that. It's just, so what the child is doing, he's conveying his love through that means. That's all he's doing. It's things we cannot give God anything because he has everything. So with this action, we are just conveying our love. The material is not important according to him. So that was
also by this action, we are practicing detachment.
Yes.
By offering.
True. Yes. Yeah. So many things are there, but we are getting the gist of it, what he's trying to say now, I think. Right? Okay. Who would like to read? Any volunteer? Okay, Sushil ji volunteering. Great.
I am the kratu, I am the sacrifice, I am the offering to Pitrus, I am the medicinal herb and all plants. I am the mantra, I am also the clarified butter, I am the fire, I am the oblation. Repeating the idea expressed earlier in famous stanza of the Gita, this verse expresses how the self is the existence everywhere in all actions and factors constituting actions. Ritualistic actions constitute the worship. At the time of Arjuna, the divine worship was also undertaken in Vedika ritualism, kratu, by ritualistic adoration of the deity as prescribed in the Smriti, Yajna, or in the food offering for the ancestors, Swadha. Arjuna is to be taught that all these methods of worship are, in a sense, nothing but the worship of the self.
So here he's just bringing that point that why did Krishna Bhagwan pick these 3 things only? Because ये जो बाकी जो पूजा का rituals वगैरह बाद में आया है. It seems like some other saints, Madhvacharya ji and all that, उन्होंने लड्डू गोपाल का शुरू किया कि भाई लड्डू गोपाल की पूजा करो. So ये पूजा वगैरह का थोड़ा बाद में आया. जब अर्जुन के टाइम पे ये 3 चीजें कॉमन थी. कृत coming from the Vedas, Vedic ritualism, and then स्मृति में से यज्ञ आया. And यज्ञ में ना हमेशा एक deity को प्रधान होता है कि भाई शिव जी का कर रहे हैं मंत्र या सूर्य के लिए कर रहे हैं या जो like that. So and then offering to the ancestors was the old tradition in India. So because he's addressing this to Arjuna, that's why he picked these 3 things. Now you can add other 5 things that you do, right? So other type of pujas and everything that you do, you can add that. So we have to just understand the basic concept and then we can expand it ourselves. That's the whole idea.
Not only that, the different ritualistic prescriptions are all presided over by the self, but the medicinal herbs,
Aushadam.
Okay. Aushadam used in the sacrifice, the ghee, ajaya, clarified butter poured into the altar of fire, the oblations, hutam, offered the fire agni that is invoked. The mantras chanted, all of them are nothing but the self alone expressed through different equipments in different fields. When a variety of ornaments are made from a mass of gold, the gold can certainly say, I am the pendant, I am the ringlet, I am the chain, I am its shine, I am its hook, I alone am its shape and its glory. Similarly, the self, being the essence of all happenings and circumstances in which the devotee attempts to adore the eternal. This assertion here is perfectly true to all philosophic-minded readers.
So he gave, we saw all those things, the aushadhi, the ghee, ajya, and fire and hutam, oblations, everything is him. And then he gave the best example, gold, as though gold is saying, I'm everything, including the shine. It's like in the ocean, the H2O can say, hey, I'm the big wave, I'm the small wave, I'm the foam, I'm the deep ocean, I'm everything, It's not wrong. It's correct. But I think what he's trying to tell us through this verse is, तुम मुझे मत भूल जाना. किस लिए कर रहे हो? लोग बोला ना रिचुअल में इतना फंस जाते हैं कि फिर वो भूल जाते हैं कि पर्पस ही क्या है उसका. And even if you are invoking some other deity and all, that's representation of Brahman only. So that's the whole idea. Because that whole, Drishtant or the whole incident that happened with Krishna Bhagwan and Indra Bhagwan के साथ, वो इंद्र को इतना importance दे रहे थे कि वो बाकी लोगों को भूल गए. They forgot to thank the cows and the mountain and all that. And then जैसे खाली इंद्र भगवान को तो डर के मारे, नहीं तो वो ये कर देगा वो कर देगा, like that. So बोलते ना कि if you are pleasing the big boss, छोटे मोटे तो वैसे ही आ जाएंगे तुम्हारे अंडर में. And if you are trying to just please the small boss and forget the big boss, then you are in trouble. So that's what he's trying to tell you. So I think this one was very simple one, but because we didn't do the Taittiriya last time, and the Taittiriya wala, we were in half of it, we didn't finish, and then so we can go to it. But any other comment, question about this whole concept? This is
I have a question here. Mm-hmm. All these yagnas are offerings to God, that this is nothing belongs to me, this is all yours. But many times yagnas are done to gain something. कि हमें ये प्रॉब्लम है, ये यज्ञ करने से वो खत्म हो जाएगी.
Right.
So we should not be asking anything because this is all about offering.
It's one of those things. It depends on what level we are. If we are not at that highest level, we don't need to pretend. अगर आस भी बोलते हैं ना कि अगर बाप से मांगना है तो भी ठीक है, बाप से ही मांगो, किसी और से जाके मांगने की क्या जरूरत है. So to me, even if you are asking for something, it's not so bad, because that will lead you to something better only. So just see where we are and do it accordingly. And then, like when there comes to different actions, so we learned, we may have forgotten when we were in chapter 3, that they said, okay, Bhagwan said that कर्म योगा करो, and कर्म योगा की क्या components है, अपनी ड्यूटी करो, तो ड्यूटी में क्या आता है, right? First, I want to know that. What is my duty? So one is, my everyday duty that I should do. I should cook, I should get up, take shower, whatever, clean up and whatever daily. If you have small children, take them to school, all that. Then there are special duties. that okay, I have किसी की wedding हो, किसी का anniversary हो, make effort to take care of that too. And then it said that there is a other action का काम्य कर्मा. Kamya karma is your desire prompted, because we are not saints yet. We have not reached that stage. But usko dharma ke saath karo. Even if you want some desire, and we are householders, so we need home, we need a car, we need this, we need that, with our requirements, right? So if there or koi bimar ho gaya, oh God, please usko heal karo, all that is fine, as long as you're not cheating, you're not doing it, you're doing dharam se. Keeping that in mind. And then there was a nishiddha karma. Don't do those things. Nobody needs to tell us what those are. Chori mat karo, jhoot mat bolo, ye wo. Everybody knows that. So that's what it is. Yes, if you are at that highest state, तुम कुछ मांगोगे ही नहीं, because भगवान तुझे तो सब कुछ मालूम है. True. But if you are not, if you have to ask, it's okay. That's how I would put it. Any other point? Yeah.
I would like to ask you that when in the olden days they used to sacrifice like animals, right? Mm-hmm. But in other religions, I have read in Jewish, some others, they used to even sacrifice their children.
I think these are all bad things. I don't think that a God will ever want you to sacrifice it. It's a sacred thing. Why would? And even, in other religions, I have met people who are Christians and who are vegetarians, some of them Muslims are also. When you get higher in spirituality, automatically you don't want to hurt any other animal. And then, when they say, I don't know, kaun se Upanishad mein, I don't remember now, कि वो जो हमारा अहंकार है ना, अहंकार we all know, right? Me and mine, अहंकार का representation, because मैं, right? बोलते ना मैं मत करो. और जो मैं वो कौन बोलता है? बकरा करता है. So the sacrifice the bakra means not the actual bakra, for God's sake. अहंकार का बकरा जो मैं करता है, उसको खत्म कर दो. उसको कहाँ से कहाँ खींच के ले गए वो लोग. Oh my God. Human mind is...
I never thought of that.
Think about it. It is so scientific, right?
Umaji, I had a question.
Yes.
Now, we are talking about vegetarianism. There's always a debate.
Yes, there is a debate.
One be vegetarian. How come even in the religions, most of the religions, people are meat eating, but on special days when they're fasting or a special religious occasion, on that day they are vegetarian.
That's what that commentary में मैंने बताया.
So somewhere in their mind they think vegetarianism is nearer to spiritualism.
Yes, it is. I mean, just think about it. What is the first thing? जैसे अपना जो हिंदुइज्म के 3 pillars बोला है, सत्य, अहिंसा और ब्रह्मचर्य, right? So what is exact meaning of each one? अहिंसा is actually, उसका जो deep meaning है ना अहिंसा का, वो ये नहीं कि physical अहिंसा के बारे में इतना नहीं बोला, मन से अहिंसा मत करो, because sometimes physical अहिंसा is necessary. If you don't do that, then you are doing hinsa. It's like Mahabharat war. If you superficially see the Mahabharat war, सबसे पहला प्रश्न सभी पूछते हैं.
Even from the symbolic point of view, on the day you're fasting, you don't cook fish or meat in the house. Why?
Because you answered your own question, because you think it's a holier. Why not lead every day as a holy life? That's what.
Somewhere in the minds of, at least in India, every religious group, every ethnic group, even people on the coastline who are eating fish day and night, on the day they have some kind of a religious ceremony in the house of puja, they will have vegetarian food only.
So this is what it is. In our Shastras, they have sanctioned, meat eating for Shudras and for the Kshatriyas. Vaishya and Brahmins don't eat. What is the cause? Yeah. It's not like sanction, meaning this is how it is. It is ulta. If you have to go and fight the war and all that, तो तुम अगर एक जानवर को ही नहीं मार सकते, इंसान को क्या मारोगे? तो इसलिए उनको sanction है कि भाई
It's acceptable.
शिकार acceptable.
हाँ,
And Shudra means, the guy is not thinking high. It's nothing. I'm not trying to put any caste down, and not from that perspective. Shudra means, if you say the science behind Shudra is somebody, who just had body consciousness ज़्यादा है, just pleasing your senses, not thinking of higher stuff and all that. So then उसका ना mind ही वैसा है तो वो खाएगा ही, उसकी अपनी nature की वजह से खाएगा. So the other two are not. And then when Bhagwan talked about, we are going to come to that chapter where he talks about sattvic food, rajasic food and tamasic food, right? Then he gives कि भाई अगर तुम्हारे में तामसिक टेंडेंसी हो तो तुम उसकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट होगे, वैसे फूड की तरफ, राइट? अगर तुम राजसिक हो तो वैसे फूड की तरफ. उन्होंने ये नहीं बोला कि ये मत खाओ वो मत खाओ. उस एंड में अर्जुन को क्या बोला? यू डिसाइड व्हाट यू वांट टू डू. So then suppose I have to decide in my life how I want to lead, because hey, if I want to lead a sattvic life, if I want to do meditation, if I want to study shastras, I have to eat sattvic food. Sattvic food में मीट का कोई स्थान नहीं है. हाँ, मेरे को कोई वॉर करना है, फाइट ये करना है, I have to be very rajasic, then go eat. Who's stopping you? So that's what it is. What you want to do in your life, you do accordingly. तो ये it's नहीं कि this is bad and that is good. इससे ये result मिलेगा, उससे A से X result मिलेगा, B से Y result मिलेगा. That's what I need to worry about.
No, but what I was trying to say was, even the people who love non-vegetarian food,
They won't eat. I
on the
see
day,
what you're saying. Yes.
वो उससे नहीं, उतने दिन तक नहीं खाएंगे जब व्रत कर रहे हैं या घर में पूजा है. So somewhere the connection in their mind is there.
Absolutely.
That if they're doing something spiritual, तो उसके meat eating is not part of it.
I agree with you. And if they expand their thinking, contemplate upon it, they will get the answer. Just like, we got the answer now. So then, hey, if I want to lead a sattvic life, I did the vrat for 1 week and I didn't eat meat. And then, fine. And sometimes I tell you, this is my personal experience. And I don't know if Bharat remembers this incident. We went to Japan long time ago. Our son was only 9 months old. We took him over there. He had some lecture over there and something. So we stayed with one of his friends who was a Japanese fellow. Because he was his college friend, he knew that we don't eat meat. So they were so considerate of us that they did not bring meat for 1 week in their house. We told them, if you want to eat, please eat. There's no problem. We will just eat vegetarian and you eat. They said, no. And she didn't know how to cook the vegetarian food. So she improvised, the lady. She would take the meat out and her food was delicious because she was a good cook. And after 1 week, she said, man, I didn't know you could eat such delicious food. I enjoyed it so much. I don't feel like eating meat now.
Oh God.
Because usko kuch naya ye hua. That was one experience I had. And the other one was, I think it was Thailand. That, again, the host was some, university and all that. And some student was taking care of us. And he was trying to say, where can I take you? So there is vegetarian food. So he said, I have a restaurant. This lady cooks in her garage. It's not very nice looking restaurant, but her food is very good. Do you mind going there? I said, no, we don't mind going there at all. So we would go there a lot. And this person, because the cook was like her friend, she would say, okay, now make this vegetarian food, make that. So wo naya kuch banati thi. And this student was eating with us. And he said, wow, this tastes so good. I never knew that, So sometimes poor guys don't have a clue that, what it would be like to eat a vegetarian food, because they think that vegetarian means like potatoes. That's it. That's where their thinking stops,
हमारे साथ भी कुछ ऐसा ही हुआ. Remember, in New Zealand, हम लोग गए थे, तो we had, we did a extended, regular thing, hotels वगैरह में रहे. But part of the tour was farm stay. You stayed with the family. And they were strictly, vegetarian eaters, like regular food. But the family, while we were there, the whole family turned vegetarian. It was such a beautiful experience we had.
Right. And sometimes they get introduced because, if culturally you are brought up in a place, you just don't know any other thing, so you can't blame them. And then also they always say that children, very small children, they love animals. अगर उनको पता चल जाएगा ना कि ये जो मीट वीट इसमें से कभी नहीं खाएंगे वो, बिकॉज वो बेचारों को पैक वैक करके लेके आते हैं और वो दिखता भी नहीं, वो चिकन जैसा थोड़ी दिखता है. It looks like a piece of block. And they say, oh, it's come from the grocery store. And by the time they develop that, they become like that. But I have seen, because of WhatsApp and all, some little kids, they would cry and tell their parents, I don't want to eat this.
Yeah.
In our own family, there was one like my second cousins में थे, that family was eating meat, but उनका जो बच्चा था ना, रोता था, बोलता मुझे नहीं खाना है. उसको कुछ श्रिम्प व्रिम्प दिया तो कहता है मुझे लग रहा है कि मेरे पेट में वो श्रिम्प कूद रहा है or something. He did not. Finally, the whole family turned vegetarian because of the child only.
But Umaji, you think this thing happened that some people ate meat and some didn't because of their what they were doing, their profession?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that there are certain...
Warriors had to eat.
Yes.
They were...
And our Shastras will, if you're dying of hunger and you have no other food, then go eat meat. But these days, everything is available. So now you actually truly have a choice. Do you agree? At one time, they may not have. Like people who are in the coastal areas, they don't have any other food, so they eat fish and this and that. Now, every country, grocery store is there, transportation is so good, and also it is 100% our choice now. You can't blame the environment, you can't blame your profession, you can't blame anything. It's like if you want to eat, that's your choice now. So you make your choice.
But like for fighting, suppose, with meat, you get so many calories, like in a small bite, right?
Yeah.
But for vegetarian, you have to, in those days, you had to eat a lot of food to get that kind of nutrition.
It's possible. Yeah, all those scientific things are there, and that's why the Kshatriyas traditionally did eat meat. But there could be some other Kshatriyas. Like one time I was, in India, and this हमारे कोई relative का कोई दोस्त था. He was like buff एकदम, he was like a wrestler. So जब food order करने का बोला, मैं तो कोई fixed खाना खाता हूँ, तो मैं बोला आप खाते क्या हो? Because I was curious. तो वो बता रहा था कि बादाम और दूध और vegetarian था पूरा. But he was so strong. And sometimes, we as growing up, we had this, किसी ने हमारे दिमाग में घुसा दिया कि वेजिटेरियन को ना इनफ प्रोटीन नहीं मिलता है, इनफ स्ट्रेंथ नहीं मिलता है, ये है वो है. तो किसी ने बोला अच्छा स्ट्रेंथ नहीं होता वेजिटेरियन में, गुरिल्ला को जाके देखो, हाथी को जाके देखो, they both are vegetarian. 2 मिनट में तुमको पछाड़ देंगे वो लोग, So don't come up with these silly ideas that, only this one will give you this. Vegetarianism में भी पूरा nutrition है, but if you know how to eat it properly. And you can tweak the vegetarian diet to suit you. और वैसे भी there is no such thing as ये अच्छा है वो अच्छा है. Hey, what is your body type? What is your mind type? And then, because when you come to that verse, Krishna Bhagwan is going to say, सात्विक food में उन्होंने एक condition और भी डाली, agreeable. That means my body should be able to digest it. That is sattvic for me. See what I'm saying? Yeah. There may be a particular food में totally sattvic, but I'm allergic to it. Then that's not sattvic for me. So there are, you have to take these classification with a lot of science behind it. A lot of, common sense behind it. A lot of this behind it. So our Shastras have given us full freedom that, hey, how you want to conduct your life, that's your choice. That's all. That's where the buck stops. Which I like so much. Okay, so that was a good discussion on food. Any other comment anybody has? Okay, then I'll close Bhagavad Gita here and we'll go to Taittiriya today. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.